Laziness doesn't arrive loudly. It whispers, gently telling you to sleep a little longer. It convinces you that tomorrow is a better day. But tomorrow has buried more dreams than failure ever could. Right now, this moment, is where your future is decided. Not later, not someday. Right here, your mind begins negotiating with comfort. It says, you deserve rest. It says, one day off won't hurt. But discipline is not built in comfort. Strength is born in resistance. Every excuse you accept weakens you. Every time you rise, you grow stronger. Laziness is not tiredness. It's fear wearing comfortable clothes. Fear of effort. Fear of discomfort. Fear of discovering how powerful you really are. So it keeps you still, keeps you quiet, keeps you small. The moment you move, the battle begins. Not outside, inside. Your body resists change. Your mind resists effort. But movement is rebellion. Action is defiance. Getting up is the first victory. You don't need motivation. You need decision. Motivation fades. Decision stays. Decide that today is not negotiable. Decide that comfort will not control you. Decide to push. Look at yourself closely. Not who you are, but who you could be. The gap between them is effort. The bridge is discipline. No one will build it for you. No one is coming to save you. This is your responsibility. How many dreams have you postponed? How many goals did you delay? Not because you couldn't, but because you wouldn't. Laziness doesn't steal loudly. It erases quietly. Until one day, nothing remains. Time does not care about your feelings. It does not wait for motivation. It does not slow down for fear. Every second passes whether you act or not. Use it, or lose it forever. There is no pause button on life. Only progress or regret. Pushing through laziness hurts. It burns. It exhausts. But so does regret. Choose your pain. Temporaris trouble or permanent disappointment. One builds you. The other destroys you. Every time you push, something breaks. Not you, the limits around you. Strength is earned through resistance. Confidence is built through action. You don't become disciplined overnight. You become disciplined one decision at a time. One push at a time. The path forward is never smooth. It's uneven, uncomfortable, and uncertain. That's why most people turn back. But growth doesn't live on easy roads. It lives where resistance exists. Every step forward rewires your mind. This is where discipline begins. Your body will beg you to stop. It will scream for comfort. But discomfort is not danger. It's a signal that you are changing. This pain is temporary, but quitting becomes permanent. Stay down or rise stronger. You will fall. Not once. Not twice. More times than you can count. Falling is not failure. Staying down is. Every champion has tasted the dirt. What matters is getting back up. This is where most people quit. When no one is watching. When effort goes unrewarded. But this is also where winners are born. Because discipline is choosing to continue. Even when motivation is gone. Especially when it's gone. Success is boring to watch. It's repetition. It's showing up again and again. No applause. No spotlight. Just effort stacked on effort. This is how weakness leaves your body. This is how strength stays. Loneliness is part of the journey. Most won't understand your discipline. Some will mock it. Some will doubt you. Let them. You are building something they can't see yet. And one day they'll feel it. Comfort is tempting. It's warm. It's easy. And it costs everything. While others rest, you rise. While others delay, you act. That difference changes destinies. This is what commitment looks like. Not words. Not promises. Action when it hurts. You don't wait to feel ready. You move because it matters. Because quitting is no longer an option. Everyone hits a wall. A moment where progress stops. Where doubt gets loud. This wall exists to test you. To ask how badly you want it. Most turn around here. Few choose to climb. Progress is not graceful. It's messy. It's painful. It demands sacrifice. But every inch gained rewrites your limits. What once felt impossible becomes normal. And normal becomes effortless. Remember who you used to be. Not to shame yourself, but to remind yourself. That comfort stole your time. That laziness kept you trapped. And that discipline set you free. Never go back. You didn't become strong overnight. You earned it moment by moment, choice by choice, pain by pain. This strength is real because you paid for it, and nothing earned is ever wasted. You're no longer chasing discipline. You are living it. It's in how you wake up, how you move, how you choose effort over excuses. This is no longer an act. This is identity. Life doesn't get easier. You get stronger. Storms still come, but now they don't control you. Discipline is armor. Consistency is your weapon. You are no longer fragile. Failure will visit again, more than once, but it no longer defines you. You learn. You adjust. You move forward anyway. That's maturity. That's power. Discipline creates clarity. Your mind becomes sharp. Your body becomes reliable. Your emotions stop controlling your actions. You don't argue with yourself anymore. You simply do the work, and that changes everything. Someone is watching you. Maybe a younger version of yourself. Maybe someone who needs hope. Your discipline gives them permission to try. Your effort matters beyond you. You're setting a standard. Live up to it. This is not a sprint. It's a lifetime commitment. Some days will feel heavy. Some will feel effortless. But you show up regardless. Because discipline doesn't negotiate. It executes. Laziness may whisper again. It always tries, but it no longer controls you. You've proven you can act without motivation. You've earned self-respect, and self-respect is unbreakable. Guard it. This is what discipline gives you. Control, confidence, peace. Not because life is perfect, but because you are prepared. And preparation beats luck every time. Discipline begins before the world wakes up, when excuses are quiet, when comfort still calls your name. This is the hour where winners separate themselves. You don't rise because you feel ready. You rise because you committed. And commitment doesn't need permission. No applause follows you here. No one sees the effort. And that's the point. Real discipline doesn't perform for attention. It works in silence. It grows in isolation. And it pays dividends later. Every action counts. Every skipped habit subtracts. Every completed one compounds. You're always becoming something. Stronger or weaker. More disciplined or more delayed. There is no neutral state. Some days won't feel heroic. They'll feel heavy, messy, unrewarding. But discipline isn't about feeling strong. It's about moving anyway. That's how momentum is built. Laziness doesn't disappear forever. It waits. It watches. It helps you forget who you become. But you don't argue with it anymore. You start it with action, and it weakens every time. This is where patience is tested. Progress is quiet here, invisible to others, easy to abandon. But this is where transformation is locked in. Consistency is doing the boring work, until boring becomes powerful. Confidence doesn't come from hype. It comes from proof, from knowing you did the work yesterday and the day before that. You trust yourself now because you've shown up repeatedly. That trust is priceless. Anyone can work when they feel energized. Few can work when they're tired. That's the difference. Discipline doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It adapts. It adjusts. But it never disappears. Focus is a muscle. Train it or lose it. Every distraction weakens discipline. Every moment of focus strengthens it. You can't build greatness scattered. You must be present, fully present. Comfort feels safe, but safety breeds stagnation. Growth lives beyond what's familiar, beyond what's easy. Discipline demands discomfort, and discomfort delivers evolution. Step forward. What once felt impossible is now routine. That's how limits break. Not suddenly, gradually. You raise your standard, and now your body follows. Your mind follows. This is adaptation. Discipline brings silence inside your head. No chaos. No constant negotiation. Just clarity. You know what must be done, and you do it. That's freedom. Your past no longer controls you. It taught you, strengthened you, sharpened you. Discipline turns pain into fuel, regret into wisdom, and failure into instruction. Discipline is contagious. People feel it around you. They see consistency. They see strength. And it gives them permission to try. You lead without speaking. That's real influence. Even leadership doesn't change the rule. You still show up. You still do the work. No shortcuts exist at the top. Discipline must be maintained, or it fades. Stay sharp. Seasons change. Mood changes. Circumstances change. Discipline stays. That's the difference between goals and identity. You don't quit because conditions shift. You adapt and continue. What once knocked you down now barely slows you. That's growth. That's earned resilience. You didn't avoid hardship. You trained through it. Now it respects you. You no longer chase motivation. You don't need it. Discipline is automatic now, built through repetition, protected through self-respect. You don't break promises to yourself anymore. That's power. Laziness has lost its grip, not because it vanished, but because you grew stronger. It only controls the untrained mind, and you're no longer that person. You're disciplined, and discipline dominates. This isn't an ending. It's a standard, a way of living. You don't stop pushing now. You've tasted control, and you'll never trade it for comfort again. Never. This is where most people stop, when the work is done, but the fatigue remains. Discipline doesn't end with effort. It stays present in recovery, in reflection, in preparing for tomorrow, because consistency never sleeps. Discipline is not blind repetition. It's intelligent consistency. You analyze, you correct, you refine. Excuses disappear when responsibility appears, and responsibility builds leaders. Discipline shows in what you give up. Late nights, distractions, temporary pleasure. You choose rest with intention, because tomorrow demands strength, and strength requires preparation. There's no debate anymore, no internal fight. Discipline removed the argument. You move because that's who you are now. Identity replaced motivation, and identity is unbreakable. This is evolution. What once required force now flows naturally. That's mastery forming. Discipline turns chaos into control, effort into efficiency, struggle into stability. This is what patience creates. Quiet dominance. When discipline becomes visible, attention follows. But you didn't build this for approval. You built it for freedom. Respect arrives naturally when consistency is real. You don't chase recognition. You let it come and pass. Focus remains. Growth attracts greater challenges. That's not punishment. That's confirmation. You don't panic anymore. You prepare, because discipline trained you for pressure, and pressure reveals strength. Even now, you can still fail. Discipline doesn't remove obstacles. It removes excuses. You don't spiral. You don't quit. You adjust and continue. That's emotional control. Discipline learns faster than motivation. It remembers mistakes. It applies lessons. Every failure becomes data. Every setback becomes feedback. That's how progress accelerates. That's how winners think. You don't celebrate excessively anymore, because discipline keeps you grounded. Wins don't inflate you. Losses don't break you. You stay neutral, centered, prepared for what's next. Discipline teaches patience. You stop chasing shortcuts. You stop needing instant results. You trust the process now, because you've seen it work. Slow progress is still progress, and it compounds. Discipline matters most on bad days, when energy is low, when motivation is absent. That's when identity is tested, and you pass. Again and again. Discipline matures into leadership. You guide by example, not by force, not by words. People follow consistency. They trust proof, and you become proof. True discipline doesn't change with an audience. It doesn't perform. It doesn't pretend. It remains the same in solitude. That's integrity, and integrity sustains success. Always. Laziness never fully dies, but it loses power, because you no longer listen. You trained your response. Action became automatic, and laziness stars in silence. This is control. This peace was earned, not given, not imagined. Discipline silenced chaos. It simplified life. Fewer excuses, clear direction. Time rewards discipline generously. While others start and stop, you continue. While others burn out, you endure. This is long-term dominance. Built quietly, you're no longer chasing anything. You're becoming. Discipline removed desperation. It replaced it with certainty. You know who you are, and you protect that identity. At all costs. The climb never ends. Standards rise with growth. And that's the point. You don't fear higher expectations. You welcome them because discipline prepared you. Always. Achievement feels different now, quieter, deeper, because discipline taught you satisfaction without noise. You don't need validation. You earn self-respect, and that's enough. Every hard day mattered. Every push counted. Every moment you wanted to quit shaped you. Laziness never stood a chance because you refused to obey it. You chose effort. Repeatedly. The future doesn't scare you anymore because discipline prepared you. Whatever comes, you respond with action, with control, with consistency. You don't hope for success. You execute. You became the person you needed, the example you were waiting for. Discipline closed the gap between potential and reality. You didn't wait for permission. You took responsibility, and that changed everything. This is not motivation. This is identity. This is how disciplined people live. No drama, no excuses, just consistent action. Every day, greatness is built here, in repetition, in structure, in habits done without emotion. This is the engine. This is the system. This is success. You reached this place because you didn't quit, because you pushed when it was hard, because you acted without motivation. This view belongs to discipline, not talent, not luck, consistency. This is self-mastery, not loud, not flashy, unshakable. You trust yourself completely because discipline proved who you are again and again. Greatness isn't dramatic. It's disciplined. It's boring. It's consistent. And it compounds daily. What you do repeatedly becomes you. Choose discipline. From this moment forward, remember this truth. You don't wait to feel like it. You act because it matters. Push when resistance appears. Push when comfort tempts you. Push through laziness. Every time, push through excuses. Push through resistance. Push through the voice telling you to stop. Because on the other side of laziness is discipline. And on the other side of discipline is the life you deserve.